All right, guys, today we're going to be looking at escape from when someone's on your back. A couple different things you can do. Now, with most escapes, and the back escape's no exception, the sooner you start it, the better. Like right here, I'm not in too much trouble. Max has his hooks in, but he's not really doing anything with his hands yet. What I'm going to do, anytime you're worried about a choke, your shoulders need to come up, your chin goes down, and at least one hand guarding here. That way, if he tries to reach over here, I'm at least making it a little hard for him. Okay, but for now we're just going to look at the legs. We'll get to hands here in a minute. So the first thing I want to do, shoulders up, chin down, one hand up at least. I'm going to cup his foot, straighten the leg that it's over, and shuck it off. That makes me free to turn, okay? Whichever way the hook's in, you can't turn with that, okay? So if he's still got this hook in and I try and turn this way, he's just going to stick to me or flatten me out or whatever. I don't really have anything. I pop this off, straighten out. I can turn around and start getting back in the fight a little bit. So, with the legs, what you're looking to do, cup the heel from the inside, straighten your leg, push it off. And as you're pushing it off, you can move this leg too. It just makes it that much easier, okay? So, what if you're fighting a guy who actually has hands and arms? Let's figure that out. So Max is coming in for a choke here, all right? Let's start in the worst case scenario, go to the figure four, all right? But let me talk. All right, thanks, buddy. Okay, so Max has a good spot here. This is, honestly, you're in a lot of trouble, but you're never so far gone that you can't still come out and win. So the way I like to think of submissions is a knot. This is what's choking me, right? But I can't move this because that hand's hooked into here. So I got to start back here and peel that hand off, all right? Then I can peel this off. Then I'm right back to that first posture we talked about, right? Shoulders high, chin down, hands up. The other thing I want to point out, notice how I'm sitting forward? Don't just sit here like this. He's looking to pull you back and stretch you out, right? There's still some things you can do there, but we're talking Hail Marys at that point, okay? So as soon as I see this coming in, hand control. Hand control is the name of the game, all right? I can probably hold him off here for a while. I'm still not in a great spot, but if I can tie his arms up, that'll buy me time to shuck that off, okay? Now, you won't always get this, but something that's pretty cool, when this hand's coming in, if you can grab it, shoulders up to protect your neck, pull it straight, and then up over your head. You won't necessarily get an arm lock out of this, but then when I turn around and face him, maybe I can now. I'm in a lot better spot here, all right? I can try for this arm. I can start controlling his head, come around, whatever. It gives me something to go to instead of just escaping. Now, let's say he's starting to get this choke in, all right? When he gets here, all right, here he's going for the figure four, right? If I try and turn this way, I'm going right into his wrist. He's gonna put his wrist right on my trachea, and it's not gonna go well. So if he's trying to choke me with his right arm, I need to pull off his left hook, and then I'm gonna climb his arm like a rope, driving, pulling that arm, popping my head out, and getting on top. So turn to the shoulder of their choking arm. He comes in, I'm gonna have to go this way. Now, I've got his hand pulled down here. His wrist isn't a threat. I can go any way I want. Doesn't matter too much. When he's coming up here and I'm actually at risk, I gotta pull this down, and let me explain something else. Grab here, and some people try and pull out, hook in, drop your elbows towards your belt line. All right, that's the strongest way to break it off. I've got to turn towards his shoulder, so I want this hook off. Right shoulder, pull off the left hook to get out, okay? So that's not so much, that's good next. That's not so much a exact technique, just a series of things to keep in mind. Shoulders up, chin down, guard yourself. When you peel the hook off, straighten your leg and turn towards the shoulder of the arm that's choking you. You get the hang of that, get the hang of fighting for hand control when you're in a bad spot, not letting them get their grips, and you'll find that you're pretty hard to choke.